Welcome to the deep dive. Ever wondered if there's maybe a secret hack to those tricky language assessments?
Hmm.
Today we're diving headfirst into a really intriguing writing task. It looks simple, maybe, but well, trust us, there's a lot more going on.
Indeed. Yeah, this deep dive is all about cracking the code. For the read then write taskade, they call it, from Duolingo's assessment. We've got insights straight from a really detailed task guide. We're ready to basically hand you the blueprint.
That's right. I mean, imagine mastering a writing task where the biggest secret isn't really about what you know, but it's how you write it down.
Exactly.
So today, yeah, we're giving you the ultimate cheat sheet, a shortcut to understanding this task and, well, acing it. We'll pull back the curtain on the challenge, figure out its hidden objective, and give you that precise blueprint for success. Get ready for some, honestly, eye-opening stuff and practical tips. It should really change how you approach it. Let's unpack this.
Okay, so let's set the scene. The basic idea, right? This read then write challenge is, well, pretty straightforward on the surface. You get asked a question on screen and you answer it in writing.
Sounds easy enough, simple. But here's the catch, right? This is where people stumble, I think. That question prompt, it's gone. Just vanishes after only 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine the pressure. You've got to hold it in your head while you're also trying to figure out what to write.
That's tough.
Talk about multitasking under pressure and the time limit. You've got just 5 minutes total for the whole thing.
Right, 5 minutes. And what's interesting is our source gives an initial tip, a crucial one, for dealing with that vanishing prompt.
Yeah, what's that?
A proper topic sentence. It can significantly help you actually remember the question. It sort of acts as an anchor for your thoughts.
Huh. That's smart. So if I nail that first sentence, that strong topic sentence, I'm kind of writing my way into remembering the prompt.
Yeah, exactly.
But does that really work under, like, serious pressure? Feels a bit like walking a tightrope, doesn't it?
Well, it might sound simple, maybe too simple, but think about it. By committing to that initial answer, you've anchored your whole response. It's kind of a psychological thing as much as a language thing, and it works surprisingly well. And generally, the advice is aim for a paragraph of about 100 words or more.
Okay.
Now, the example we looked at in the source mentions at least 50 words, but yeah, the general guidance we see is definitely push for that 100-word mark if you want a strong score.
Right. Aim higher. And, of course, the usual advice applies. Proofread if you can, right?
Right.
Reread your paragraph for errors if you have time before you click next.
Absolutely. Every little bit helps. That polish counts.
All right, so we got the basics, the challenge, the time crunch, the disappearing question. But now let's get to the really big insight, the thing that totally changes how you should think about this task. This is a game changer, folks.
Okay, yeah, this is the aha moment, the big reveal. For read, then write.
Yeah.
You are being marked on your writing ability, not, and this is key, not the factual accuracy of your answer.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious? So all that stress about remembering exact details, like what really happened at that concert, or trying to fact check myself while the clock's ticking, that doesn't matter. It's not a memory test.
Nope, not at all. That's the game changer. The Duolingo algorithm, it isn't checking your life story for facts. It's looking for one thing.
Yeah.
How well you write. Your writing ability. You could literally make up a whole story if that helps you show off your writing skills.
Wow.
And it would be perfectly fine. That's a huge weight off your shoulders, right?
That is massive. So the takeaway is forget stressing about perfect recall. Focus completely on showing how well you can structure something, tell a story, make a point, whether it's true or not.
Exactly.
So the main thing you need then is a really solid grasp of what's called paragraph form.
Right. Paragraph form. Now, you probably know basic paragraph structure, sure. But our source, it lays out Duolingo's specific blueprint. What they see is a perfect response for this task. It's actually an 8-sentence formula. It's designed to tick all their boxes.
An 8-sentence formula. Okay. I'm listening. Lay it on me.
All right, here's the plan. Sentence 1, your topic sentence. Super important. Not just for starting, but it proves you got the prompt right away. It needs the main topic, what it's about, and your controlling idea. That's your angle, your specific point. It's your direct answer, boom, right at the start.
Okay, so it's doing double duty, really. Proves I understood the question and shows I know how to start strong, even though the question itself is gone.
Precisely, yep. After that, you weave in support sentence 1. This just expands a bit on your topic sentence.
Right.
And then right after that, a detailed example sentence.
Yeah.
This makes that support real, gives it some specific info.
And then you just kind of repeat that pattern, layering in more support.
You got it. Next is support sentence 2, and then another detailed example sentence for that one. And then one more time. Support sentence 3, followed by its detail example sentence. That really builds out the middle, the substance of your paragraph.
Got it. So it's 7 sentences topic, then 3 pairs of support and detail. Building the case. What's the 8th and final part?
The 8th and final piece is your concluding sentence. You can use 1, maybe 2 sentences max here. And this should nicely loop back to your topic sentence, maybe summarize things or offer a quick thought about the future related to it. It just ties it all up neatly.
That's a super clear structure. So it's not random. It's like a roadmap that helps with the time, the word count, and gives the scoring system what it wants. Clever. And you mentioned something about a word count strategy linked to this.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the framework gets really practical. If you just average, say, 13 to 20 words per sentence using this 8-sentence structure, you'll sail past 100 words easily. It's like a built-in way to hit that target without even thinking too hard about it.
Okay, theory makes sense. Let's see it in action. The source had a good example prompt, right? Describe a time you were surprised. What happened?
Yeah, it did. And the example answer, it's pretty solid, 112 words. Here it is. I was surprised when I won a free trip to Florida. I bought a ticket for a prize draw at our local mall. The grand prize was a new car, but I won the second place prize. I'd completely forgotten about the ticket I bought because the draw was 2 months after I bought the ticket. However, I did think about winning a new car. I imagined myself driving around the city looking good. In any event, my husband received the phone call that we won a trip to Florida. We were happy with that because we could take a vacation, and we were both surprised because we never really won anything.
Okay, let's break that down using the blueprint. First sentence. I was surprised when I won a free trip to Florida. Boom. That's the topic sentence.
Yep. Clear, direct, answers the question.
Shows you caught the prompt. Very efficient. Then, I bought a ticket for a prize draw at our local mall. That's support sentence 1, right? Starts giving context.
Exactly. And then, the grand prize was a new car, but I won the second place prize. That's the detail example for the first support. Gives specifics, paints a picture.
Okay, makes sense. Next. I had completely forgotten about the ticket I bought because the draw was 2 months after I bought the ticket. That functions as support sentence 2, adds another layer, explains the surprise more.
Right. And notice that second part, because the draw was 2 months after. The source flags that as a detail example and notes it's a complex sentence.
Ah, okay. So showing off a bit of sentence variety there. That's important for the score, you said.
Spot on. That's exactly what they like to see. Then, however, I did think about winning a new car. That's support sentence 3. Shows a nice little shift, uses a transition word. However...
It's detail. I imagine myself driving around the city looking good. That's a nice touch. Adds personality, even if it's, maybe made up.
Absolutely. It shows command. It's those little things. And then we get the concluding sentences. In any event, my husband received a phone call that we won a trip to Florida. We were happy with that because we could take a vacation, and we were both surprised because we never really won anything.
Uses, in any event, another transition. Wraps it all up, connects back to the surprise. Very neat.
Exactly. It brings it full circle.
So, okay, we see the structure works in the example, but what's really happening behind the scenes? What's the algorithm actually rewarding here? What's the secret sauce for a high score?
Well, this is really interesting. The source is quite clear. The 2 big things for scoring high are, 1, an organized response.
Which the structure provides.
Right. And 2, attempts to vary your sentence structure, like using that complex sentence we saw. And the quote-unquote secret of the algorithm, it specifically looks for these organizational structures. It's programmed to find them.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just humans who appreciate good structure. The AI is actively hunting for it. That makes this 8-sentence blueprint even more critical. It's like feeding the algorithm exactly what it wants.
Precisely. It's a direct line to what it's evaluating.
Right.
And the source even highlights those signal words, like however and in any event from the example.
Right.
Those act like little flags, signposts for the algorithm, showing, hey, look, organization here, logical flow.
So what's the bottom line here for you, the listener? Understanding the structure, these strategies, it really can shift how you tackle this read then write task. It becomes less about frantically trying to remember the question perfectly and much more about showing off clear, organized writing using this blueprint, even when you're under the gun.
Yeah, it really empowers you to demonstrate your skills effectively, which actually leads to a kind of interesting final thought for you to chew on.
Sure.
In this world where we're just drowning in information, right? How does an assessment like this one, which clearly values structured communication way more than just recalling facts.
Yeah.
How does that reflect the writing skills that are truly essential today, for actually communicating effectively in any situation?
That's a good question. Structure over sheer recall. What does that say about communication now? Something definitely worth thinking about.